Okay, here we're looking at this rectangle, and they're asking uh, what are the length and width of the rectangle. Now, we're gonna write a system here. Okay, so if the perimeter is 26, this is the equation for perimeter, and the second equation comes from it says the difference of the length and width of the rectangle is 3 centimeters. So here we see that difference, and it's equal to 3. Right. So based on the information they give us, we write this system of equations here. So we need to eliminate one of the variables. Uh, the coefficients of L and Y are not the same though, right? So we're going to multiply, you can multiply one or both of the equations so that the variables are the same, right? So here they multiplied each term of the second equation by 2 so that the W terms are opposite, right? So you can see how the coefficients are not the same, right? And in the second equation, they multiplied that whole equation by 2. So now we have a 2L, a minus 2W, and 3 times 2 is 6, right? And as they said, the W terms are opposite, right? So they're adding these two equations so that plus 2W plus a minus 2W would be 0 then, right? So if 4L equals 32, L would be 8. And as always, we're similar to other problems we're doing, right? There are two variables here. So they went back and found the other variable, right? If the difference is 3 and L is 8, then W must be 5. Let's look at another example here. Okay. Philip makes two kinds of trail mix. A batch of Happy Trails contains 3 pounds of mixed nuts and 2.5 pounds of dried fruit and costs $39. Morning Break contains 4 pounds of mixed nuts and 3 pounds of dried fruit and costs $50. So they want us to write a system of equation where X is the pounds of mixed nuts and Y is the pounds of dried fruit. And we have some different um, values here that we're going to fill in. This is kind of like the Jamboard that we did, right? So both of my equations are going to have X and Y. We're gonna write this in standard form here, right? And these dollar amounts is the total here. So one equation is going to be 39 equal to 39, and the other one's going to be equal to 50. All right. So let's see. The first number I see is this number 3 for mixed nuts, right? And the other number I see is 2.5 for dried fruit, equal to 39. Okay. And then the other equation for morning break, we have 4 for mixed nuts, and then 3 for dried fruit, give us a total of 50. Right? So there is our system of equations. Right? So this is the system that we wrote. We have to eliminate one of the variables. And once again, we're going to see that we're going to multiply so that our coefficients, right, would be the same, and we can cancel one of those variables. So we multiply each term in the first equation by a -4, and each term in the second equation by 3. So the x terms are opposites, right? Um, so now you can see that the x terms both have a coefficient of 12, right? We multiplied this top equation by 4. 3 times 4 is 12. We multiplied this bottom equation by 3, right? 3 times 4 is 12. And so the top equation, they did a -4, so that the signs for the x values are opposites here. So that when we combine these two equations, the x terms cancel, right? And if we had a -10y plus a 9y, you get a -y. And on the right side of the equation, you see that they got a -6, right? But this is for -y, so therefore y would just be 6. And then keep in mind, if y is 6, you do have to go back to one of the original equations and plug that value in for y for us to also get the x value as well, right? Um, great. Thanks for watching.